Listen to that crunch. Today, we're making the undisputed queen of Venezuelan breakfasts, the shredded beef empanada. Golden, crispy, and filled with a juicy, savory meat that will change your life. If you've been looking for that perfect, authentic street food texture, you're in the right place. Let's get cooking. First, let's look at our lineup. For the dough, you'll need 2 cups of yellow pre-cooked cornmeal, specifically the PAN brand for that authentic taste. We'll pair that with about 2.5 cups of water and a teaspoon of salt. For our star filling, we have 1 pound of shredded meat, also known as carne mechada. To season it, grab 1 medium onion, 2 cloves of garlic, and a red sweet chili or bell pepper. And of course, plenty of vegetable oil for that deep fry magic. We're breaking this down into 3 simple phases. Phase 1, sautéing our shredded beef to perfection. Phase 2, kneading the traditional corn dough. And Phase 3, the secret technique to stuffing, folding, and frying until they're golden and bubbly. It's easier than you think, so stay with me. Let's start with the heart of the empanada. Heat up a skillet with a splash of oil. Toss in your finely diced onion, garlic, and that red pepper. We want these to sweat and become translucent. This sofrito is the flavor base of all Venezuelan cooking. The smell in your kitchen right now should be incredible. Now, add that 1 pound of shredded beef directly into the pan. Since it's already shredded, it's going to soak up those aromatic oils immediately. Keep it moving over medium-high heat. We want to sear the meat slightly to lock in the juices before we add our seasonings. Time for the color. Add a teaspoon of onoto, or sweet paprika. This gives the meat that iconic deep reddish-orange hue. Season with a pinch of cumin, black pepper, and salt. Notice how the oil transforms into a vibrant sauce that coats every single strand of beef. Lower the heat and let it simmer for a few minutes. If it looks a bit dry, add a tiny splash of water or broth. We want the carne mechada to be juicy but not watery, otherwise it might break the dough later. Once it looks rich and tender, set it aside to cool down. Never stuff an empanada with boiling hot filling. Now for the dough. In a large glass bowl, combine your 2 cups of yellow cornmeal and that teaspoon of salt. Give it a quick whisk with your hand to make sure the salt is evenly distributed. This ensures every bite of the crust is perfectly seasoned. Here is the trick. We add the water gradually. Start by pouring about half of your 2.5 cups of water into the center. Start mixing with your fingers in a circular motion. You'll feel the cornmeal immediately drinking up the liquid. Keep adding the rest of the water slowly as you continue to mix. Venezuelan corn dough is alive. It needs a moment to hydrate. If you add all the water at once, you might get lumps. If it feels too dry, add a tablespoon more water. We are looking for a texture that feels like soft Play-Doh. Use the palm of your hand to press and fold. Knead it for about 2 to 3 minutes until it's completely smooth and doesn't stick to your hands or the bowl. It should be vibrant yellow and very pliable. Cover it with a damp cloth for 5 minutes to let it rest. This is a pro tip for crack-free crust. Once rested, take a small portion and roll it between your palms. It should form a perfectly smooth ball without any cracks on the edges. If it cracks, your dough needs a tiny bit more water. This ball is the soul of your empanada. Divide your dough into equal-sized balls, about the size of a large lemon. This recipe should give you around 8 to 10 medium empanadas. Having them ready makes the assembly line much faster. To prevent sticking, use a thin plastic sheet. A clean freezer bag works perfectly. Place your dough ball right in the middle. The plastic is what allows us to get that thin, professional-looking crust without the dough tearing. Cover the ball with the other half of the plastic and press down using a flat plate. You want a perfect circle, about ½ centimeter thick. Not too thin that it breaks, not too thick that it stays raw in the middle. Balance is key. Place a generous tablespoon of our cooled shredded beef right in the center. Make sure to leave enough space at the edges so we can seal it properly. That rich red meat against the yellow dough is just beautiful, isn't it? For the ultimate experience, sprinkle some salty white cheese on top. In Venezuela, we call this empanada de pabellón if you add beans too. But today, beef and cheese is our winning combo. Using the plastic sheet, lift one side and fold the dough over the filling to meet the other edge. Use your fingers to gently press around the hump of the filling, removing any trapped air. This prevents the empanada from exploding in the oil. Now, use the rim of a bowl to cut a clean semicircle. This not only makes them look beautiful, but also tightly seals the edges. This is the secret to that professional street food look we all love. Look at these beauties, perfectly shaped and ready for their hot bath. Make sure your oil is hot, around 350 degrees Fahrenheit. If the oil is too cold, the empanada will absorb too much grease. If it's too hot, it will burn the outside while the inside stays doughy. Balance is key. Carefully slide them in. You should hear that immediate, aggressive sizzle. That's the sound of the crust sealing and becoming incredibly crispy. Watch as the little bubbles form on the surface. That's exactly what we want. Those little bombas are the hallmark of a great Venezuelan empanada. It means your dough was hydrated perfectly. After about 3 or 4 minutes, give them a flip. We're looking for a deep, uniform golden brown color. They should feel light and sound hollow when you tap them with your tongs. Drain them on some paper towels for just a minute. Look at that mountain of gold. These are best served piping hot, maybe with a side of coffee or cold malt drink. And there you have it, the perfect Venezuelan empanada. Crunchy on the outside, steaming and juicy on the inside. If you enjoyed this culinary trip to Venezuela, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more authentic recipes from around the world. Buen provecho, and I'll see you in the next video.